there! Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Van and I customize dolls on this channel. If you're not new here, I do owe you an apology. I have a backlog of a few dolls that I need to get out, but my personal life just kind of got ahead of me and I just haven't had the time to edit the videos and put them out. So I do have several videos coming out the next few weeks just so you guys have some content while I do work on kind of like a channel rebrand that I want to do later next month. But for this video, I'm actually going to be showing you the doll that I made for a Cryptic Cupid collab that I did with 6 other artists. We all took one of our favorite cryptid and turned it into like a Cupid that would like come and bring love. And I thought that was a really cute idea, and I thought it'd be a good chance to use some of the doll parts and doll bodies that I just can't use because they're either too broken or they've been drawn on with Sharpie by other kids. So I decided to actually make the Fresno Nightcrawler, which if you don't know about the Fresno Nightcrawler, it is a cryptid from Fresno, California, that it's just a pair of legs. She just looks like a pair of legs or a walking pair of hands, and it just gets me every time I see it. For this video, I did collaborate with Stitchwyck Creations, Bumble Crafty, Bonnie Wee Dolls, Wiki Pink on Insta, Mel's Antics on Insta, and Astro Dollarium on Insta. I am going to either have their Instagrams linked below, or I'm going to have a video up top so you can actually see the videos. I really hope you enjoy my video, and I hope you love everybody else's. And with that, let's get into it. So to start this project, I did pull up this Spectra from my junk box. She has been drawn all over with Sharpie, and Sharpie stains dolls really easily, so there wasn't really much I could do with her. So I thought she'd be the perfect candidate for this project. I chopped off her legs and chopped off her head. Now be careful when you are sawing. The saw does kind of jump on plastic, as plastic doesn't like to be cut, but once you do have both of the pieces separated, we're going to reattach them with some epoxy sculpt. I did keep the neck peg intact so I could reattach her head later. And this is kind of the concept that I want to go for, just legs and a head. So we're going to take the epoxy sculpts. And once they're done being mixed together, we're going to use a little bit of it to work as glue to anchor her head to her legs. So just put a little spot in there to kind of fill up the gap, see if it sticks. If it doesn't hold, just use more. After we do finish this first pass, I do let her sit for 24 hours, and then I do add some extra to kind of smooth out all of the edges and make sure that there isn't any abrupt change between the plastic neck piece and the plastic legs. I also did fix up some neck holes that she did have, and then once this was done curing, I did spray it white with some spray paint. Now her head is going to get the same treatment. This is how she looked after I acetoned off her face. So as you can see, the Sharpie never comes off. We are going to coat her with some epoxy sculpt to remove all of her hair plugs because I wanted her to have a bald look for this one. Once we are done smoothing out all of that, we are going to spray paint her white as well so she matches her legs. And once she is all spray painted, we're going to start the face. I usually do 2 coats of Mr. Super Clear before I start her face. I am using a light gray pencil to make sure that any mistake that I do make in the sketching phase can be erased easily. But the nice thing with spray painting dolls is if you make a mistake and you can't get rid of it, you can just re-spray paint them. That's the best part about working with a flat colored doll. I did make her color palette blue. I was very inspired by the Sharpie that the kid had used previously. I just thought it gave her the impression of like white china with blue details on it, and I thought it was just a super cute idea. And even though Valentine's Day is supposed to be like pink and bright and bubbly, I thought blue was like a nice contrast while still giving that Valentine's Day feel, but a little bit more cooler in a color palette. Unfortunately, I did mess up recording her face video, so I have one of her eyes and most of the rest of her face, but I don't have the final details, so you will see those in the final shot of this video. And once we are done kind of mimicking one of the eyes, I like to draw one eye completely by itself before I copy it over to the other side. That way I can be completely satisfied with one of the eyes before I start the other one. When I draw 2 eyes at once, they tend to get a little bit more wonky. Because she was sculpted and then also spray painted, there were some blemishes on her face, so I decided to give her some freckles. But let's be honest, I need no excuse to give dolls freckles. I think they're super cute. And this is kind of how her face turned out, but you'll see the rest of it in the final reveal. Once the face is done, it's time to work on the clothes. I used my Cricut to design and cut out this heart and bow pattern, and the pants pattern I'm using is by DG Requiem over on Etsy. Once it is all cut out, I am just going to assemble it. It is a very simple pattern. It's just an oversized pair of pants. I will have it linked down below so you can purchase it if you like how they look. I am going to stitch together all the pieces, and that's pretty much it for the doll. I'm sorry this is one of my shorter videos, but I hope you really enjoy how she turns out. And once these pants are done, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the photos of her. And she's done! I love her so much. I think her face turned out exactly how I wanted it to. Her pants are super cute and baggy, which is exactly how I view the Fresno Nightcrawler. I think blue was the perfect color to use for her. Even though it's not really a Valentine's Day color, I think it just kind of spoke well to the character that I made. I really love her, and I hope you guys like her too. Let me know down in the comments if you enjoyed her, and let me know if there's any other type of dolls you'd like to see me customize in the future. And as a reminder, don't forget, I am going to be putting out another few videos for the next few weeks, so I am going to be putting out a video probably every week for the next month. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I'll catch you next time. Bye! God. Come on, season 6. Let's get sickening! I don't know why I just did that. I think I'm centered. Off the scene? So let's take over a process. Yeah. Focus! She's just so cunty. And I think a very fitting name for her is going to be Legacy, because she's all leg. Do that 360 turnaround. Death drop.